In this video, we'll learn how to make connection between Visual Studio with database. So assume we have this example. This is my interface, and I have a database, an Access file in my hard disk, and I made the connection. I want to show you the outcome, how it will be, and then I will go with you step by step. So if I go here to start, those are the data inside my database, my Access file. And what I want to do, I want to fill the data here, then save. Then my data will be saved here. Okay, and also will be saved in my database. So I will show you the outcome how should be. For example, here I want to add this data, this record. Then when I click on save, data saved successful. So will be displayed here. This is what we'll do. Okay, I will show you how to create this file. So I will go with you from very beginning. Let's close this. So first what you have to do is create your file in Access. So this is my file. Here I have table student, and as you can see, this is the data which I already save it using the interface in Visual Studio. So you have to create this file. Go to Access, create one table, okay, at least with for example ID, first name, last name, and major. Then save it, for example, on D, hard disk D. Remember where you save it. So my file is in D drive with the name student information. Now let's go to Visual Studio. Then go to create a new project. Okay, you can use Windows Forms application, and then go next. Give it a name. Okay, for example, I will give it a same name as in my database. So student information. Okay, this is my project name. Then click on create. Okay, now start create your interface. So Now go to this arrow and then add here, from here add project data source, database, next, dataset, next, create new connection, choose your table here, okay, and then just let's do it here, and then test the test connection succeeded. Go okay, so go here, okay, and then next. Okay, when you see this message here, ask you to copy data file to your project. Uses a local data file that's not in the current project. Okay, click here no, and then just go next, then take the table you want, students. Okay, so take student and then click on finish. So if you go to start, you can see here your data, okay, the data which is inside database. Okay, so what we'll do next, we'll create text boxes here and use the code, the needed code, to activate this button. So this will be the next. Now let's add here text box for each label. You need to use here text box, each text box here, we will use them in my code. So whatever you will add later here in this text box will be added to the ID here, ID column, and first name will be go to the first column. So for that you need to know the name of this text box. Just go to right click properties and remember this name. So this is text box 1. Okay, so this is text box 1, text box 2, 3 and 4. Okay, let's go to the code. Just right click anywhere here and go to view code. Now before we start with any function here, just go to the top here and add this command using system data oled. This is for the connection with database. And now go to the first function here, class, to the first class, form1. Here what we'll do, we'll create objects for the connection, for the commands. We will use here also SQL commands, so we need an object for that. Okay, and also an object for data table. So start with data table. Data table, give it a name as DT, this object, equal new data table. So data table, Yes. Okay. Then next, here we have the for the connection or LED connection. Give it a name as con. So con new or LED connection. Then go to commands. We only use it like this. Okay. After that, go to the form 1 load here. Okay. What we'll add here, we'll put the connection we'll use here connection string. This connection string will search for it. Okay, go to connection string, this one, this website, and then connect to what we will connect to, what to access. So OLED, this is what we are using here. Go to Microsoft ACE OLED 12, then go to Access 2013. So 2013, 16 and 19 use this one, this command. So go to the standard security and take this copy. Now go back to the code here. Now below this student table adapter, put the connection string here. So for the connection, use the command here, con, the object here, con dot, and then connection string. What is this equal? Equal at double quotation, and then just paste, okay, what you already take from the website now, and only change the location here. So here semicolon. I save it in my partition D, my database, with name student information. Okay. Now go back to your interface. We need to add a command, so we need to add the code to display my data here in this grid view. Double click on it. Okay, so this function will be created, just no need for any parameters here. And then add here what we need to use, DT, the object here, equal new data table. Okay, and then string SQL equal. So we need what we need to do in this data grid view. We want to display all data, so just use the command SQL command, select all from, okay, select all from table student. Okay, the table name is student. Okay, now for the connection here also, just type OLE DB. We need here data adapter. Yeah, see this one. Equal new OLE data adapter, and put here SQL, comma, con. Okay, this is also for the connection here. Then DA dot fill DT. Then data data grid view 1 dot data source equal DT. Okay, so this is to display the data here in data grid view. Now what we will do next, we will activate the button here. We have one button. Okay. Go to the button here, double click, okay, and start with the comment here to make this button do the action. Once you click on this button, will save your data into the table. So what you will do first, we need to open the connection. So con dot open, like this is first thing. Once you click and save, we want to start with this connection, okay, between my data in my interface with the data in the data grid view, and also it will also saved in my database. Try. So inside the try here, start with OLE comment, com equal new OLE comment, and then what we'll do here, we'll insert. So once I click on save, I will insert the data which are inside the text box to my data grid view and also to my database file. So what is the comment here? Insert into, and then the name of my table, which is student, then what values, and open brackets. Okay, so at ID, I have ID, comma, at first name, comma, at last name, comma, major, okay, comma, con, okay. Now we close this. Okay, now next here, start with the comment here. What you will do for each parameter, from where I will take my data. So what I will do here, I will open take the comment parameters dot add with value. Which value? Add to ID here, put comma, and put the name of first text box. Text box here, first one for ID. If you remember what we said, the name is text box like this, one. Then dot text. So this is the name of the text box, and then dot text. Now what I will do, I will repeat for each one here the same. I have ID, then I have first name, last name, and major. So first name with name text box 2, then last name with text box 3, and major with text box 4. Okay, then after that, just use here, call the function execute non-query by using here com dot execute non-query. Okay, just call it, and then show the message what you want to show here. Message after saving what you want to save to show. So use message text box, for example, data saved. Okay, sorry, here message box that show, yeah. So message box that show. Okay, good. So now again for the connection, what you use this dot student. This is, you have to repeat it in any button you want to do the action. Student table dot adapter dot fill. This dot student data set, yeah, student information data set dot student. Yeah, the name of data table. Okay. And then just call to display whatever you do here. Want to display in data grid view, so just call this function. Okay, yeah, and then we use try here, right? So we'll go to the catch the exception, for this use show the message here, AEX any name dot message, and don't forget to close the connection. So con dot close. Okay, now go ahead, start. So data saved successful. Okay, and this is for this part.